Hello everybody, so we're back for another little adventure. This time we've got planned a 4-day route, so we're taking like a long weekend. It's now Friday. We're going to walk the Peddars Way. So the Peddars Way, if you don't know, is in Norfolk. It starts traditionally at Thetford, or actually just by Thetford, so Knettishall Heath I think it's called, and then it goes up to Hunstanton or Holme-Next-Sea. We're actually in Hunstanton at the moment because we stayed here last night in a bed and breakfast, and we've got 4 really nice days of hiking planned. So I thought I'd let Paul introduce you to today's plan, and because he's in charge of navigation today, passing the buck.
Yeah, so we're going to make it easy for ourselves, and we're going to use the OS map app, and we've plotted in a little route to a place called Harpley. That's where our meal's booked for later for 6 o'clock. It's about a 16-mile route, so it looks like mostly flat, through nice forests and things. So it should be a really good path, and hopefully it'll be easy to follow with the signposts.
I think it's like mainly quite a straight path. It's an old Roman road. So we're sort of banking on navigating being pretty easy. It's not supposed to be very much elevation either. This place Harpley that we're going to isn't exactly on the route. It's about 1 kilometre just off to the east of the route. So we're going to a pub called the Rose and Crown. I've actually been there before and it was really nice, although I haven't actually eaten there. So yeah, as Paul said, we booked a table. We're hoping we're going to get there in time because we booked the table for 6 and it's now like 9:30 or 9:45 or something, and we've got 16-17 miles, he said. So you know what we're like, we stop a lot for snacks, so we stop a lot to make videos and look around and generally just sit down and make some cups of tea and things like that. So hopefully everything will go well, so we'll update you as we go along. Just seen our first Norfolk Coast Path sign, so we're following the Norfolk Coast Path for a little bit first before we turn off at Holme-Next-Sea. Look how peaceful it is. We are so jammy with the weather. It's been raining a lot last week. An excited dog down there. But look, the sea's all calm. There's hardly any wind. It's lovely. So we're just sort of leaving old Hunstanton. It's taken quite a while to get here actually. And now we go into the actual, like, on the path. And we've got, I think it's like just 1 mile to Holme-Next-Sea, which is where you turn right to go down south and join the Peddars Way. So we're not far away from being on that. And I feel like now the proper walk actually starts, So we've just been walking across the sand there. It's actually a little bit hard going, I'm glad I've got my sticks. Might look a bit silly because it's flat, but they're coming in super useful, I can tell you, because the packs are heavy. We've got food for 4 days, which weighs a lot. So today is like the longest walking day and also the heaviest pack day. So we're taking it nice and steady. We're almost at Holme-Next-Sea. And then, we lose all this like beach scenery stuff. Swing it round, Paul, and like show them, because we've got this really nice peaceful view. You can hear the birds as well. Here we are, it's the official start or end of the Peddars Way route. So Knettishall Heath, 46 miles that way. We've come to a place where you get an option, because there's actually a cycle version of the Peddars Way as well. So if you're on a bike, you can go that way, and if you're on foot like we are, you go that way. Looks like we've got a fallen tree here. I wonder if that's from Storm Eunice that we had a few weeks back. Alright, Oh, go around the side here. Oh, I scare a bird. So yeah, the guy in the B&B, we stayed in a bed and breakfast last night in Hunstanton, I think we mentioned earlier. He was saying that if you start at the coast and go down south, that you actually go uphill. So we're just wondering if this is actually the hilly bit. It all feels so flat. I mean, last year we were doing, you know, the Pennine Way, and if you look at the landscape here, there's not a lot of hill action going on. Gentle incline, perhaps. Barely noticeable, I would say, right now. It's just glorious. Really enjoying the walking so far. We've just come across this stone monument. I believe there's about 3 of them, possibly more, en route. We're still in sort of distance of the sea. The sea is visible in the background, though possibly not on camera. But it's got writing on it. It says, "And I, being here, have been part of all this, caught and thrown like sun on water, have entered into all around." Look what we've just found. We're in Ringsted still, sort of in the heart of the village, and we've just come across this picnic bench. It's only well, I say only, it's 12:15. So we've made the decision we're going to actually stop and have a lunch here because we're cooking up a tent meal, aren't we?
Yeah.
What flavour is it? Can you remember?
Is it Moroccan?
I think it's Moroccan, yeah. Nice, and it's so much nicer to have lunch on a bench than sitting on the floor on the grass. So we've got the stove going. I brought the APG one with me because, well, basically because it's much bigger. It holds a lot more water, which is just more practical for both of us. Because I was finding with my previous setup that if we put like 2 meals worth in the pot, it was right at the top of my pot, but they're going to easily fit in here. But this is actually the first time we're going to be cooking and putting the meals in. So we've got Moroccan main meal from Tent Meals. Slight disclaimer, I do work for Tent Meals, so maybe you want to listen or maybe not to what I say about them, but I just really like them, even though I might be slightly biased. You know, it's all whole foods, it makes you feel good, it doesn't have loads of processed stuff in it. So pretty happy with those. So we're going to have the 500 kilocalorie ones for lunch now, which is just great. Look at the sun's coming out again. We had a little bit of cloud. I'm interested to see how long the water's going to take to boil in this thing, because last time it seemed to take quite a long time. I'll turn it up a little bit, I think. We just had a really nice lunch, passing through Great Ringsted still, and there's a little shop here by the look of it, Norfolk Ale Shop. No sign of a pub. I heard there's a pub in Ringsted. So we found the pub. It's called the Gin Trap. Lots of cars, so I guess it must be open. We won't be stopping because we had a delicious lunch already. Oh, I'm happy to get off this road. It's a super cute village. You've got lots of nice little old houses. Well, and big old houses as well. Docking Road. Right, where's it go now? There's a lot of traffic around. Is that a duck crossing the road down there? I think it might be. Peddars Way south. Nice clear sign. That's what we like. We've got another sign here. Castle Acre 17.5 miles. That's for tomorrow. But today, probably got another 10. Oh, little sleepy. Look how cute. There's actually a pond here. It's very straight. We've been gradually coming up this slope. I say slope rather than hill, but it's a gentle incline, let's say. And Paul informs me we've got sort of 10 miles left to go today to the place we're aiming at, which is Harpley, of course. And the road basically is like this. It's just dead straight the whole way there. So little chance of getting lost, I think. We're in pig farming territory. We've got all these pigs. Gosh, they love their mud, don't they? There's a whole farm, if you peep through this hedge here as well. In the distance there's another whole pig farm over there. Where are you going? He's a long one, isn't he? He's probably going that way. We just heard a woodpecker up in the tree here somewhere. Did you hear it? How cool is that? I wonder where he is. He sounds like it's further up. It's coming off the road. Had to cross over. Came from up there. There's a lot of really cute looking houses around. We're very close to Sedgeford, which is where a lot of people stop for this stage. We're going to carry on though. So yes, this is Norfolk, and people say Norfolk doesn't have any hills in it, but look, there's hills. Little rolling hills. I mean, it's not exactly Peak District, is it? But look, we've just been coming down this gentle slope. It's really nice. Been seeing pheasants and rabbits, quite a bit of wildlife. Pheasant came out, just jumped out of the hedge at us and scared us a bit. And we've got these cute little footpaths. There's another one, looks like it's going up this, hopefully going into that wood at the end there. Be nice to have a little bit of woodland. So we're actually walking uphill, and it is a proper hill. We just met a lady back there that's doing the Peddars Way in the other direction, so she's just get my poles out of the way. She's coming from Castle Acre today, so she's walked about 10 miles. She's still got 10 miles to go, and it's about 3 o'clock I think it's 3:30 now, something like that. So I think she's probably going to arrive in the dark. She's not camping like we are, so she can't just pitch anywhere. She has to head for her B&Bs. And she's walking all the way to Lowestoft, which is all the way around the North Norfolk coast. She's got her accommodation booked for the entire trip, which is quite amazing. She looks like an older lady. Whew, getting out of breath coming up here. My pack is so heavy, I tell you. I weighed it at home. I think it must be 15 kilos with the water and food in it. And, you know, had a whole winter of not practicing with the backpack, so my knees are feeling it now. And whew, yeah, we've got a few more miles to do. We're doing really well though. I think we're just keeping a kind of steady, slow pace though. Just suits me fine. And we'll just keep going until we get there. But today is the longest day, so tomorrow's going to be more like, if we stay sort of more or less on track with where I'm thinking of staying, tomorrow will be about 13 miles. And then we've got a couple of days of sort of 8-9 miles, which are obviously a lot shorter. Possibility of a pub lunch Sunday lunch in a pub en route on Sunday. So we're going to be fine for water spots. This is something that concerned me a little in planning, because I may have mentioned in other videos, when you're hiking around Norfolk, not a good idea to be filtering water. A lot of pesticides in the streams around here. So I did give myself accidentally pesticide poisoning once, which was not a pleasant experience. I don't recommend it. So basically water has to come from pubs, maybe houses, I don't know, public places, anywhere where there's actual clean running water is good. So because of that, we have to carry more water with us. We can't pick up water on the way. And it's obviously very warm weather. It changes a lot today, actually. Apple is coming. It's been sort of chilly in the shade, but warm in the sun. It's probably about 14 degrees. We're expecting nighttime temperatures of about 5 tonight. Goes down to 4 tomorrow and 3 degrees Celsius on Sunday night. So not too bad. And as I said before, the forecast looks as if it's going to be wall-to-wall sunshine. We're not expecting any rain whatsoever. I can hear lots of animals. We keep seeing rabbits. We saw some deer. There's this little wooded area, and you can just hear like rustling noises. It's like little animals. That's a pheasant. Oh, it's very pretty. It's a lot less boring than I was expecting, to be honest. People don't say terribly nice things about the Peddars Way. They tend to put it down as one of the most boring walks. There's not too many hilly bits. I mean, we're going downhill again now. It's just not, it's like a slope rather than a hill, isn't it? But I guess Castle Acre is the main attraction en route. We've got the castle, a big ruin of a castle that we can look at. And other than that, there's a few sort of mini things, but it's all about being in tune with nature, you know, just listening to the birds. There's a lot going on at this time of year, being March. There's a lot of blossom out, a lot of birds mating and action happening in the nature world. Anyway, I'm starting to ramble, so perhaps I'll just leave it there. Passing some amazing, beautiful houses as well. Like a lot of folk with money out this way, I think, with land and nice places. How cute are these babies? Look. A minute ago, they're just chasing each other around. Look how many there are. They're just all over the place. We just stopped by this tree for a little snack. We realised I brought an orange yesterday on the train when I was coming over to Hunstanton, and we forgot to eat it. So oranges are heavy, so we're going to eat the orange that we just remembered we had. I think we've still got about 3 or 4 miles to go today, and it's now 4:20 in the afternoon, so we're doing good. We're going to get there in an hour or something like that, 2 hours maybe, if we keep stopping and dawdling and taking pictures. But it's quite a pretty little place we found here to stop by this nice tree. Nice little view through the tree there. We've basically not seen anybody else walking. It's just me and Paul, which is quite satisfying. Nice easy walking. We're both getting a little bit aches and pains. I've got aching shoulders. Bodies need to just get into hiking and carrying pack mode again. We haven't really had any practice over winter. So here it is. Bring it on. Just come to this kind of little crossroads, a little footpath crossroads, and it says Bircham Village Store. So there's actually like a little shop that goes that way. And also the King's Head Inn is 1¼ miles away. So that's good to know if we come back in the future. Trying to judge it, there's not that many options for like places to get stuff on this route, so it's always good to know where they are. You basically have to go off the route to find most of the supplies that you're going to get. Right, down here, still straight roads, all pasture. So it's been really pretty. Nice evening. It's about 5 o'clock now. Probably got another hour and a half to go, something like that. So the sun's going down. It's a very nice light, lovely light. I think there's a lot of, I think the grouse. We kind of keep scaring them out of the bushes and then they fly off. Another pig farm, there's loads of pig farms. This light at this time of day is just idyllic. So we're continuing on. I wanted to just make a little video to update you. We're still going. It's good. We're a little bit achy. We just want to get kind of to the pub now and have a nice dinner. That's our aim. We've also run out of water, so we need to go to the pub, basically. So we're probably going to be walking for a bit longer, and then I think it's going to get dark in about half an hour. So we'll probably be walking the last bit in the dark, I imagine. And then we'll have to find a place after dinner that we can camp. Don't know where that's going to be yet, but we've seen quite a few places which could be possible. I mean, obviously we're passing all those places, but I don't think it's going to be too difficult. But we'll see. We'll just have to kind of keep looking out when we get back on the route after Harpley, and hopefully we'll find a nice little spot, undisturbed. We've just come across a burial mound. Look, can you see in the field there? Look, it's a burial mound. There's a sign there about it. They also call them barrows, apparently. And there's a cluster of them in this area. We made it to the pub. Gosh, we're both exhausted. But look, here's the rose and crown. Let's go and get some nice food, hey?
At last.
At last.